Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. This is Adenine and today we are playing NBA 2K25. Today's matchup is between the Dallas Mavericks facing the Boston Celtics. Alright, and away we go.
What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And we welcome you to the championship game of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. This is a big night in the NBA season.
And guys, it really is. These teams have worked so hard to get here, and they're both looking to get their hands on the trophy. I don't think they'll hold anything back. This is going to be a good one.
Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Derek Lively is out there with Green, and it's Doncic in at the one spot. And for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. You can just feel the excitement in the air, can't you, Greg? What an event this is.
And Kevin, this has the feel of a massive playoff game, and to get that this early in the NBA calendar, I think it's awesome. It's why we love the NBA Cup tournament.
Now here's Doncic going inside, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong, he's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
That free throw.
Nice.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Good on the second free throw. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen.
Lively, that's good.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Yep.
It's White on the wing, covered by Irving. Shoots.
Nice.
White, good.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Pass to Thompson. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Holiday. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game on so many levels. No one has been able to shut him down. We just need to play with physicality and make him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Doncic. Irving surveying the floor. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Now, here's Brown. 12 points his last outing.
There we
Good
go.
on the three-point shot. Back
Thank
and
you,
forth
Brown.
this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Celtics second, fifth the Mavericks.
And both of these teams are really lighting it up from long range, shooting with tremendous confidence. This is a great game to watch. You almost have to expect a shootout when they meet.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Okay. Wow.
Irving's got 5.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better
There we
layup
go.
maker than him. I played against Isaiah Thomas and
Thank you,
read
Derek.
about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
Now White after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Launches a three. White.
Yeah.
White's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Boston.
Derek's
White
cooking
is a
right now.
capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
All right, I'm just getting this my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line.
There we go.
He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. And it's the Toronto Raptors in transaction news today. They labeled DeAndre Ayton as a target for quite some time now. They were able to land him ever since his early days. They've really appreciated his game. And now that his value has dipped a little bit from where he was initially, the team felt it was the right move to make at the right time. They wanted his size and his interior presence immediately.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Maxi Kleber comes in for Draymond Green. Marshall, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Kyrie Irving. .107 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Marshall. Tight defense on him. Pass to Doncic. Clock at 6. Drains it from 17 feet out.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Jamison with a screen on Kleber. To the paint. Gafford with the steal. And Kleber slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Jamison. And the
Oh,
rebound
so
goes
close.
to the Mavericks. They want to keep rolling
Come
here
on.
following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Here's Pritchard. Off target from the wing. Derek White has been on display for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to this NBA Cup championship game. The second quarter is just beginning here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Irving. He's out there with Hardy. And it's Marshall in at the power forward.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Inside. Shots
Wow.
by Gafford. Gafford's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Dallas. And you have to enjoy this atmosphere, right? The fans have really taken to the NBA Cup.
And that might be because the teams are taking it seriously. Unlike, say, the All-Star game, these guys are focused and fighting for every possession. That's what makes it so entertaining.
Here's Irving after the basket by Boston. Pass to Grimes. And it's blocked. Here's Mason, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Hardy. Scoreless thus far. And out of bounds.
Oh, yeah.
The Celtics gain possession. And a chance here to check out some stats for Kyrie Irving.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Boston making a switch here. And how about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guards in the past 10 games. Kyrie Irving third.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boston leading by 7. Outside, Jamison. There's the 3.
Oh,
the
come
miss by the
on.
Celtics. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. A flawless finish
Nice.
on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Now here's Tatum. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Hardy.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Gafford against Mason.
Nope.
Gafford inside.
That's right.
It's blocked. Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. And here is Mason. Shoots over Gafford. Busted. No good that time either. Mavericks trail by 5. Marshall passes to Hardy, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Good getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Draymond Green comes in for Marshall. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Hardy. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Green, the screen. Here's Grimes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Mason with the ball for the Celtics. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12
Clean
straight
pick.
wins.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defense. Oh, yes, sir. Come on, break. Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Austin shooting their first free throw tonight. Irving's checked in for Dallas.
Defensive foul. Draymond Green. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line, shooting 1. Substitution on the court.
That's what's
and
up.
already we have a pretty significant lead on the scoreboard here in this NBA
Nice.
Cup championship game.
Well, you expect this
Full
kind of
defense.
effort level.
Oh, no.
Prize on the line.
Ah.
They don't just want to win this cup. They want to win it emphatically, sending a message to the whole league that they are for real.
Mason with the screen on Thompson. Brown, it's in. That's his
Clean.
third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Here's Thompson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside, White. Porzingis sets the pick for White. Left side, Porzingis.
Ooh.
Stolen by Lively. Doncic outside. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
No matter what you throw at Doncic, he'll adapt. Nice shot there.
Doncic against Holiday. Here's Mason. Yes,
Yeah.
it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 6.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Mavericks trail by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 ball from Doncic.
Luka knows he can get that shot off quickly, simply trusting his instincts there.
Thompson against Brown. Over Thompson. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Left side, Irving. 2 on the clock. The shot will not fall. And that'll do it for the
Nice.
first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll.
Miss. Haha.
One more time, a round of applause for our contestant.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business. Let's catch you up on some trades around the league.
Yeah, they get a big man who can play above the rims and step outside. DeAndre Ayton has all the tools you want from a star big.
Man, you love talking big man. I tell you, man. But he doesn't get enough credit for his touch, man. His in-between game is kind of special.
Well, I don't love talking about bigs. I am the talker of bigs. I am the ambassador of bigs. I am the big Don Dada.
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Mavericks.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far in the season. Fans are loving it. It's now really a new favorite time of year, guys, I'm telling you. And you know, the best part of it, Ernie? It gets me excited for Thanksgiving.
Man, how quickly we go from hoops to food. I'm already getting excited about that big old fried turkey, the stuffing, some good gravy, mashed potatoes.
Oh, say more.
Make sure you thaw the turkey out first, honey.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
So far, a good game.
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the Boston Five.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And that's 12 points for Derek White.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Boston leading by 5. Brown feeling it out a bit. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. And the three off target.
That was close.
The Mavericks shooting 43% from the field. Green kicks to Doncic. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And it's Green missing. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And in addition to our NBA Cup champions being crowned tonight, also be naming an NBA Cup MVP.
And what an honor that it's going to be for one of these players. So get your guesses in now for who that MVP will be. I know who I'm going with, but I don't want to spoil it.
First one falls for him.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor.
I think
and
Tatum's
line.
going to win the MVP for this game.
Both good from the line that time.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at Boston. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
And I think for Boston, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Thompson passes to Doncic. Now Green. Pass to Doncic. From outside the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Right the pass to Tatum. It's stolen by Green.
Should have waited.
The break. Here's Irving. And it's good for 2.
Wow.
9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Draymond Green, so smart as a player. He'll exploit those gaps in the defense.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Jason Tatum. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now here is Holiday. No scoring in this one. Throws it down, JT!
Holiday knows how to open things up out there. A high-quality facilitator.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh,
and
nice.
It's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Number 1, Porzingis.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Mason, he checked in for the Celtics. Celtics leading by 7. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic with the steal. But 3. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 13 points.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
It's blocked.
Wow. I saw the ball go the other way. I was like, wait, no.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
It always seems like Doncic is playing with something to prove. Well, I'll tell you what, he's proving plenty tonight.
Tatum with a screen on Thompson. Sweet little floater. 8 points for B-Train.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Doncic against Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Puts up a deep 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Back to Thompson. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Rare corner 3 from Luka.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. Holiday dishes to Mason. Over Thompson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Dallas has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Irving. Plays it up and banks it in. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for the man.
Flashing those crazy handles. I mean, major rush hour handles. So fun watching Irving handle the ball the way he does.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
There we go.
The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Doncic passes the library. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That was nice.
Got served up a big opportunity, and he ate it up.
Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. Down low. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday. And the Celtics lead by 2. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Only 1 quarter left in this year's NBA Cup tournament. Fourth quarter getting going here. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Daniel Gafford. Kyrie Irving is out there with Green, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. Mason looking around. From 13, it's
that was terrible.
Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Green finds Irving. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound to the wing on the left. Now here's Marshall, guarded closely. Clock at 4. Another shot.
Nice.
Rebound by the Celtics. Mason's got his 4th rebound in this one. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Outside, Jamison.
Oh, come on.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Irving. The rebound by the Celtics. Tatum with it. Jamison with a screen on Irving. Tatum passes to Jamison. Good.
Nice.
It's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Irving for 3. Gafford kicks to Irving. The second chance effort. Tillman grabs the miss. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Pritchard to the middle. Tillman is good. And now a 3-point Boston lead.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Porzingis is checked in for Jamison. Brown comes in for Tillman. White, he's checked in for Mason. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pritchard. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, D.A.?
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. Told his guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over, and you need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
Thank you, David. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Luka Doncic.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Bucket is good.
Nice.
And the Mavericks lead by 1. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of skill.
Yeah.
Another place they've had the upper
Thank you,
hand
JT.
is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Doncic against Holiday. Doncic dishes to Thompson. Shoots the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Wow.
Doncic has got
The
assist
thing
number
is,
5 for tonight.
I can do better, and I'm going to shoot my 3 right now.
His team needs a basket most.
Porzingis sets the pick for White. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
1:37 left in the 4th quarter. Lively a screen on White. Irving with the bounce pass.
No.
Now Doncic over Holiday. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Tatum. Over Green.
Ooh.
Great D that time from Green. The Mavericks trailing. Doncic with it. Picked up by Brown.
Look, I know he runs the point, but boy, can Doncic go to work inside.
Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Boston.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort. Shooting two.
It's the first that narrows the gap to 1.
Hopefully he misses the next one.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Pass to White. Out to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Doncic looking it over. Green with a screen on Holiday. Doncic counting. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Any doubt who's taking that shot? That's Luka's basketball all the way because he's much in the clutch.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul. Allowing for the Celtics. Came down at the line for 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Doncic outside for the 3. No good from 3-point territory. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
For 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
One more. Make it a 4-point lead. Come on.
So it gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 4. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
There's 14 seconds left in the game. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly.
Nice.
I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those
This
free
is
throws.
GG. This is a good game. This has been Adenine. Thank you for watching. If you can please comment, like, and subscribe. Highly appreciate it.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Irving finds Lively. And here's Green outside. Nails the triple.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. 15. At the line for the Celtics, Derek White. At the line for 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Nice. Come on, one more.
And he hits
Yeah.
So now it's a 5-point game.
They have no timeout, so this is it.
Thompson from long range. It counts.
The ball distribution is there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season, the winners of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy. And, man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
PlayStation